The 2022 F1 season is finally over, which is great news if you are a Ferrari fan. You have a good long break from all of that pain. But I thought it was now appropriate to rank every F1 driver based on their performances in 2022. And as a neutral fan, pretty much, my opinion is basically always right. So, you just can't argue with facts. Okay, so we've got the following tiers. We've got top tier, very impressive, outperforming their car, solid, average, meh, stinky, and Christian finished. And we begin with a Ferrari driver. We've got Charles Leclerc first. Now, he's had an interesting season. He looked like he was going to be a championship winning driver potentially at the start. And then what happened after that? Well, Ferrari happened. If he didn't get P2, I would think about just putting him here. But I think getting P2, despite not being in the quickest car and all of Ferrari's best efforts, that's very impressive for me. So he goes in the second tier. Next, we have Zhou Guanyu. I think the rookie of the year. You've got to take that into account. I'll put him in solid. That seems appropriate. Next, we have Lando Norris. Now, I think, again, he's gone under the radar, you see. This guy, he's consistently up there in, like, the 4th or 5th quickest car. The only driver not from the top 3 teams to not get a podium. Is he very impressive or is he outperforming the car? I'm going to go outperforming the car. Let's play it safe. I know I said at the start that all my opinions were right, but they're so not. So feel free to argue against me in the comments. So next we have Gasly. You know what? He's kind of done a Bruno Fernandes. Like, he's sort of past few seasons hyped up a lot, talked about a lot, very good in fairness. He's gone missing this year. Where was Pierre Gasly? You know, he is still a good driver, don't get me wrong. And I look forward to seeing him at Alpine. But for him, it's a meh year. Next, we have Schumacher. I saw something on TikTok. He was only, like, on average, like 0.5 positions behind Magnussen across the whole season. We'll put him meh next to Gasly. They've both sort of, not been at the races this year. Moving on to Hamilton. I think you just can't. He's been very impressive. You could even argue he's been top tier. I feel like you've got to at least win a race to be top tier. People said what would happen if he wasn't in the best car, and he wasn't. And he didn't win, but he took them back. He improved them a lot across the season, and he had so many podiums as well. Kevin Magnussen. We're going to put him in solid. I feel like I'm going to get hate for putting him below Norris, but I stand by it. Yuki Tsunoda, he's had a solid year, I think. AlphaTauri have been stinky. I feel like I don't really pay much attention to AlphaTauri because they're kind of just at the back and kind of irrelevant. But I feel like when I do, he's kind of ahead of Gasly. And that says a lot because Gasly's very good. Carlos Sainz. Now, he didn't have a great start of all those gravel traps, but since then, he's been decent. He's been close to, Ferrari's golden boy Leclerc. Even if technically he hasn't been outperforming the car, I feel like it feels appropriate to put him just like one tier below Leclerc. Daniel Ricciardo. Well. Of course, even in this tier list, he is smiling and not getting good race results. It's been stinky. It has been stinky. He's every now and then he's had an okay race. Other than that, not good. Not good at all. But no one will ever get into that tier, to be honest, other than Latifi. Esteban Ocon. Now, he does have some absolutely criminal racing, especially against his teammate, but he is still quite good. I'm going to put an average here for him. Fernando Alonso. It's one of these two. He has been very good. Oh, God. Alonso has so many fans as well. I'll put him in very impressive. Okay, I will put him here at the top of outperforming car. There we go. If he didn't have so many DNFs, I feel like he would have had more of a chance to prove himself. And I know it's not his fault for, like, pretty much all of the DNFs, but that still means he didn't get to prove himself. So he could have been higher. Sergio Perez. Wow, what an interesting year he's had. Outperforming car. Again, I should probably have renamed this. Like, technically, he definitely hasn't outperformed the car, but tier 3 feels appropriate. George Russell, Mr. Consistent. Very impressive for me. This looks like British bias. Maybe it even is. I mean, he's been so good. He just has been so good. Like, just because you take someone out every now and then, that doesn't change the fact he's been, like, really good. Valtteri Bottas, he's gotten away from Mercedes and that sort of, Valtteri's James drama, and he's been great. Solid outperforming car. He's outperformed this car, definitely. Sebastian Vettel. The thing is, he has been great in the past few races. I'll put him solid. Like, recent races, he's been like there, but at the start of the season, he was far away. We'll put him at the top of solid. Lance Stroll, average or meh? We'll put meh. I don't know. I honestly think if it wasn't for Latifi, he'd be like people would be like saying how bad he is, but Latifi just makes everyone look a bit better. Verstappen, top tier. Whether you love him or hate him, he's been pretty decent. You know, some could say that winning 15 races, that's not bad. And last but not least, we have Alex Albon. I didn't think he'd do well at Williams, but you know what? He actually has. He does go there. He's had some very good weekends. And yeah, that is actually it, because all of these drivers are people not even in F1. You know, I want to see in the comments, I want to see some good debates. You know, I don't want to see all ratio plus fraud Stappen, cost cap and F1 fix, blah, blah, blah. You know, I want to see valid arguments. That is very welcome. But yeah, that is what I think. That is what I think. I'll be interested to see, you know, how that sort of changes next year. Can Leclerc step up? Will Mercedes step up? Will Verstappen drop down? Will he fall off? Maybe. I think a lot of fans want that, to be honest. But yeah, there we go. That is all for this video. I look forward to seeing the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.